dear viewers, and welcome to our show, Diet Myths. Today we're actually going to be talking to you about weight loss tips that have been proven. So a lot of research have been conducted around them, and they're actually proven to help us lose weight. Now, of course, not everything we say can be taken for granted, and a lifestyle change needs to be made for a huge weight loss impact to be seen. But the first tip that I want to be talking to you about is drinking water. Now, I've had many people question, when should we drink water? Does it make a difference if we drink our water before meals, during meals, or after meals? Well, a lot of research has shown that drinking water before meals can actually help increase your metabolism. But now this metabolic increase isn't a long-term metabolic increase, so you can't expect for your metabolism to go up throughout the entire day. No, you're looking at 1 to 1.5 hours during the day, right after you drink the water, where your metabolism will increase. So the recommendation is, or research has been done around drinking around half a liter of water before a meal, around half an hour or an hour before a meal, where a lot of the people did feel fuller and they didn't feel the need to eat the excess calories. So that's one tip that you can include in your life. It's so easy to include. You don't have to think much about it, and just have some water before the meal, and you can notice a difference in how much you eat and whether you are losing weight or not. Another very important weight loss tip is coffee. Now, coffee has had like a lot of a bad reputation. A lot of people have thought that coffee isn't that good for you, but coffee actually has a lot of beneficial antioxidants. Coffee can actually rev up your metabolism, so you can have coffee, but just make sure it's black coffee, no cream and no sugar in it. Now stay tuned, we've got more tips to cover with you. Welcome back, our dear viewers. So let's take a look at more tips. So we just discussed coffee and how it has a lot of antioxidants, and if you have black coffee, you could actually help rev up your metabolism. Now, coffee isn't the only drink. Green tea also has had a lot of research being conducted on it. It can help increase your metabolism. We're just not sure on whether an actual green tea drink itself can help, because a lot of the research has been conducted on green tea supplements, where the antioxidant content in them is much higher. But it is worth a try if you're someone that doesn't enjoy a black coffee. Now, you've heard many people tell you that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and it sure is. But what you have for breakfast could actually change how much weight you lose or gain, and actually your appetite throughout the day. So a lot of research has been conducted on substituting grain-based breakfast, so oatmeals and cereals or breads for breakfast, with a protein-rich breakfast. And of course, egg is the first protein-rich food that comes to mind. So having eggs for breakfast not only can make you feel fuller, but with a lot of the people in the research, they actually ate 36 to 40% less throughout the day when they had eggs. And if you are someone that does not enjoy eggs for breakfast, what you can do is substitute the egg for any protein-rich foods. So maybe, a lot of people don't mind having cheeses for breakfast, but you want a good hard cheese. We don't want any of those creamy cheeses that are actually loaded with fat. Another thing you can do is maybe add lentils or other beans for breakfast, like ful or chickpeas, where they are pretty loaded with fibers, as well as a lot of protein that is good for you, that will keep you fuller. good 36 hours during the day, so that's almost a day and a half. We've got some more tips before we end today's episode, so please stay tuned. Welcome back, our dear viewers. Now, we can't be talking about weight loss tips and not include carbohydrates, because that is the biggest fuss in the diet world. So everybody is not sure whether they should consume carbs or not. Now, if you are considering consuming carbohydrates, please make sure that they are whole carbohydrates, so none of the refined ones. And basically, refined carbohydrates are carbohydrates that have been stripped of their fibers, stripped of all the beneficial minerals and nutrients in them. And what happens is when you eat a refined carbohydrate like white bread or white rice or even white pasta, your blood sugar spikes. And that spike in blood sugar makes you feel hungrier sooner. You end up eating so much more afterwards. Whereas if you have a carbohydrate that's rich in fiber, you actually feel full and you don't have that need to go and have another snack within an hour. And of course, if you can, cut down on carbohydrates, a low carbohydrate diet has been proven to help people lose weight better than a low fat diet. But of course, not any fat can be consumed. So when you are considering a low carbohydrate diet, maybe it is beneficial to add some good fat choices like almonds and fish and olive oil into your diet. And now nothing can help you lose weight more than portion control. So it is very important for you to consider how much you're eating, because you could be eating a lot of healthy food and not losing the weight you want to lose. And it's not because of what choices you've made in food, it's how much you've chosen to eat. So portion is very important, and one of my favorite tips is using a smaller plate so that when you do put food on it, it just looks fuller and you feel like you're eating more, when in reality you are eating less. And of course, not only is a plate to blame, but you could also blame your utensils. So bigger spoons and bigger forks make you take bigger and larger bites. So get smaller ones, and this way you'll feel fuller, and this illusion will actually trick your brain into eating less. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode and benefited from our tips. Stay tuned because we do have a part 2 coming up. We'll see you all next time.